Have you ever pondered about the health benefits of Jun and Kombucha tea? Picture this, a refreshing, naturally effervescent drink with a unique blend of flavors that not only invigorates your taste buds, but also brims with wellness perks. Intrigued? We're just scratching the surface of the captivating world of Jun and Kombucha tea. From their ancient origins to the modern kitchen, these fermented elixirs have a lot to offer. Stay tuned as we take a deep dive into the fascinating world of Jun and Kombucha tea. What exactly is Jun tea, you might ask? Well, let's delve into this fascinating world and unveil the mystery behind this ancient drink. Jun tea is a fermented beverage, often referred to as the champagne of kombuchas, owing to its delicate flavor and effervescence. This sparkling elixir finds its roots in the high-altitude regions of Tibet, where it was traditionally brewed by monks and sipped for its health benefits. Jun tea is unique in many ways. Unlike most fermented drinks that rely on sugar for fermentation, Jun tea uses honey, resulting in a subtle sweetness and a complex flavor profile. The honey not only imparts a distinct taste but also plays a significant role in the fermentation process. The beneficial bacteria and yeasts in the Jun SCOBY, which stands for Symbiotic Culture of Bacteria and Yeast, feast on the honey and green tea, creating a delightful fizzy beverage. So, what do you need to make this mystical drink? Let's go through the basic ingredients. First and foremost, you'll need a Jun SCOBY. This is the living culture that will transform your tea into Jun. Next is the green tea, the base of your brew. The type of green tea you choose can dramatically influence the final taste. And last but not least, the honey. Raw, unpasteurized honey works best as it contains the natural enzymes and nutrients that the SCOBY needs to thrive. The process of making Jun tea is a beautiful blend of science and art. It's about nurturing a living organism, watching it transform simple ingredients into a drink brimming with health benefits. From supporting digestion to enhancing immune function, the benefits of Jun tea are as wide-ranging as they are impressive. Now that we know what Jun tea is, let's explore how to make it at home. Tune in for our next scene to learn how to brew your very own batch of this effervescent, health-boosting elixir. Ready to brew your own Jun tea? Let's get started. First things first, gather your ingredients. You'll need 1 cup of green tea, 1 cup of honey, and a half cup of starter tea or vinegar. And of course, don't forget the star of the show, the Jun SCOBY. That's Symbiotic Culture of Bacteria and Yeast. Step 1, brew your green tea. This isn't just any old cup of tea, mind you. The type of tea and its temperature are critical to the process. Opt for high-quality loose leaf tea and ensure it's steeped in water that's not too hot, as this can harm the SCOBY. Once brewed, let it cool to room temperature. Step 2, mix in the honey. Stir it well until it's fully dissolved. Honey is the sweet nectar that feeds our SCOBY, transforming the tea into the delightful Jun we're after. Step 3, add your starter tea or vinegar. This helps acidify the brew, creating a safe environment for the SCOBY and warding off any unwanted bacteria. Now we're ready for step 4, introducing the SCOBY. With clean hands, gently place it into your brew. If it sinks or floats, don't fret. It'll find its comfort zone. Finally, step 5, let it ferment. Cover your brew with a cloth, secure it with a rubber band and place it in a warm, dark place. Patience is key here, as the fermentation process takes roughly 1 to 2 weeks. You'll know it's ready when it has a pleasant tang and a hint of sweetness. And there you have it, your homemade Jun tea is ready to serve. But remember, the magic of Jun lies in its personalization. Feel free to experiment with different teas, honeys and fermentation times to find the brew that's perfectly tailored to your taste buds. After all, the joy of brewing Jun is not just in the drinking, but in the creation process itself. Enjoy the journey and savor the results. Now let's shift our focus to another amazing tea, kombucha. Originating from northeastern China around 2,000 years ago, kombucha tea has journeyed across cultures and continents, capturing the fascination of health enthusiasts with its unique features and health benefits. Kombucha is a fermented, slightly effervescent, sweetened black or green tea drink, traditionally consumed for its supposed health benefits. What makes this tea so special? It's the symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast, often referred to as SCOBY, which instigates the fermentation process. The SCOBY consumes the sugar in the tea transforming it into a tangy, slightly sweet and fizzy beverage packed with probiotics, antioxidants and B vitamins. And the beauty of kombucha tea lies in its versatility. You can experiment with different types of teas, sugars, and even add your favorite fruits or spices during the second fermentation to create an array of flavors. The possibilities are endless. Now you might be wondering, what are the basic ingredients needed for making kombucha tea? Well, it's quite simple. All you need is filtered water, tea, sugar, a SCOBY, and a starter liquid from a previous batch of kombucha. The SCOBY and the starter liquid are crucial as they introduce the beneficial bacteria and yeast that kick off the fermentation process. But it's not just about the ingredients. It's also about the process, the patience, and the passion you bring to the brewing. As with any fermentation, it takes time for the magic to happen. On average, kombucha takes anywhere from a week to a month to ferment, depending on the temperature and your taste preference. And here's the best part. Making kombucha at home can be a fun and rewarding hobby. It's like having a pet that you feed and care for, and in return, it provides you with a delicious, healthy beverage. Feeling excited? Let's see how we can make kombucha tea at home. Time to concoct your own kombucha tea. To embark on this exciting journey, you'll need a few basic ingredients. Sweetened tea, a SCOBY, which stands for symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast, and starter liquid from a previous batch or store-bought kombucha. Let's dive into the process. First, make a pot of tea. You can use any type you prefer, but black or green tea tends to work best. Sweeten your tea while it's still hot. For 1 gallon of tea, about a cup of sugar should suffice. The sugar isn't for you, it's food for your SCOBY. Once the sweetened tea has cooled to room temperature, transfer it to a large glass jar and introduce your SCOBY. This little guy, often called the mother, is the heart of your kombucha. It will consume the sugar in your tea and ferment it into beneficial acids and probiotics. Now, pour in your starter liquid. This acidic liquid helps create an environment where good bacteria can thrive and harmful bacteria can't. Cover your jar with a breathable fabric secured with a rubber band and set it aside in a warm, dark place. Patience is vital here. The fermentation process takes about 1 to 2 weeks. During this time, the SCOBY will transform your sweet tea into tangy, effervescent kombucha. You'll know it's ready when it tastes deliciously tart and a little sweet. Some tips to keep in mind: avoid using metal utensils when handling your SCOBY, as metal can harm it. Don't worry if your SCOBY floats sideways or sinks to the bottom of the jar. It's still doing its job. And remember, the longer you ferment your kombucha, the tangier it will taste. Once your kombucha is ready, you can enjoy it as is, or flavor it with fruit, herbs, or spices during a second fermentation. This extra step can add a delightful fizz to your homemade brew. Voila! Your homemade kombucha tea is ready to enjoy. Celebrate your achievement and savor each sip, knowing that you've crafted this healthful elixir with your own hands. Now that we've brewed both teas, let's compare them. Jun and kombucha, while similar, have some distinct differences. Let's start with taste. Jun tea, often referred to as the champagne of kombucha, has a delicate fruity flavor with a subtle sweetness. Its light effervescence is a delightful surprise on the palate. Kombucha, on the other hand, tends to have a robust, tangy taste due to the use of black tea and sugar. When it comes to health benefits, both teas have probiotic properties that aid in digestion and boost immunity. However, Jun tea, fermented with green tea and honey, is rich in antioxidants and offers anti-inflammatory benefits. Kombucha, thanks to its primary ingredient, black tea, is a powerhouse of polyphenols, which are known for their antioxidant and anti-cancer properties. Lastly, let's talk about the brewing process. While both teas involve fermentation, Jun tea typically ferments faster, in around 3 to 7 days, due to the use of honey. Kombucha, with its sugar-based brew, usually takes a bit longer, around 7 to 14 days. So whether you're a fan of the light, crisp flavors of Jun, or you prefer the bold, tangy taste of kombucha, there's a home-brewed tea for you. Each tea is unique in its own way, offering different health benefits and taste profiles. So, to wrap up our tea journey, let's revisit the key points. Jun tea, with its delicate flavor, offers a refreshing and health-filled experience. Kombucha, with its tangy kick, is not only a delight to the taste buds but also a boon to your health. Both these fermented teas are packed with probiotics, aiding digestion and boosting immunity. They're incredibly easy to brew at home, making them a sustainable choice. Now get brewing and enjoy the health benefits of June and Kombucha tea right at home.